Wow. That was pretty good. Leaving Goodwill in Monroe? Yeah. And I just happened to see it. I was gonna swing by the Walmart here and grab some stuff, and then I got, I don't know, sidetracked. I saw Goodwill and I was just like, ah! Found a jacket that looks like Alan Wake's, a High 8 recorder. So I've got these old High 8 tapes from my buddy Jeremy from all the Zero Principle and skateboarding days, and a couple High 8 tapes from like me using a buddy of mine's High 8 camera back in like 2000 or 2001 or something like that. So I'd like to convert those over. But yeah, so go in there. Oh, and I've got the hardback version of The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, because I feel like that's going to be pretty important here soon, if not already. But so the checkout counter, there's this girl working the counter, and there's this guy in front of me, and he's telling her like everything. You know those people, they have to tell you everything, and I don't know why exactly. I've never felt like, it's one thing for me to talk about myself on my own YouTube channel, but to tell somebody that I don't know about my life story at a checkout counter or at a bus stop, I don't get it. So he's telling her about how he was a moon rocket scientist for Boeing or something back in the 60s or 70s. Elderly guy, right? And he just kept saying it over and over again. I guess that was the part where he was expecting her to be like, oh wow, or something. But she didn't give that response because she was just being polite. And like, she wasn't even making eye contact. And when I checked out, she didn't make eye contact with me, and which is good. You can't have women making eye contact. They're gonna get it in their head that they can start voting and other stuff. Can't have that shit. No, but I mean, she was polite, but she just didn't make eye contact. It was actually kind of weird. But I don't know why he felt compelled, or why anybody feels compelled to try to be impressive at really weird places, like the checkout line at Goodwill. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm in Sultan now. Check this out. Covered basketball court. Makes sense for Washington. Was driving by, saw that. That's pretty slick. It's just a shed. It's $3,000, which isn't that bad. I'd have to do the interior, not a big deal, but could totally use that as a tiny house out at the place that I was looking at in Marble Mount. Just goes back to the water thing. Got to find a way to do the dry setup. That's workable. $3 grand. That's not bad. See if I can save that by the end of summer. This location is what people call Renette's Bridge from Twin Peaks. I don't know what the actual name of the bridge is in the show, but so here it is. We're going to go through and show you. This is on the map, so you can see Highway 90 there, and I'll zoom in, and that's the bridge, and I'll click on it here. In the top left you can see the address and geolocation, so if you can write those down, and I'll put these in the notes as well. Basically, here is the bridge. This is where you kind of park at, and this is getting over. There's like an embankment where you can climb up on it and get a view of the actual bridge itself. So I matched up the sequence from the show to the bridge. Now you can see there's a tree there kind of blocking the actual shot that they got in that one. You know, you can't get the exact same shot really for this first part anymore. And this is the angle that I see a lot of people getting, thinking that it's this coming shot where I have it in the bottom left. But it's actually not. If you actually take a look at a picture where David Lynch shot it from, there used to be a bridge over the road, and that bridge is no longer there. So you can't actually get the same shot that he got, because unless you have like some sort of a lift or something to get the camera to go up. Because if you look in the background of the actual picture, and I'll show some still pictures, you can see the river there. And I turn the camera a little bit, just show it while I go. So yeah, a lot of people get the other side thinking that they're getting that same angle where she was walking, but it's actually that way over there. It was all pulled down, I guess, at some point. But you can actually, if you walk back into the woods there, you can actually see where the railroad tracks pick back up because they haven't pulled them all out. And you could probably emulate the shot a little bit from back over there. So this is actually the angle that it should be, except it should be on the other side of the road. It's pretty cool that you guys can't see that I'm not wearing pants right now. The next big attraction for the Twin Peaks is where the sign is at. So let's take a look at the sign. Alright, so this is where it's at. Let me zoom in here. There it is. Okay. So, and actually somebody was cool enough to put a reference photo when you get in close enough. It should change here in a second. There it is. I see it. So that's the spot on the road. So let's click on the picture. And that gives you the point of reference on where the Twin Peaks sign is. That should look pretty familiar. Let's fade into it here. See? And so this is just my shot. I will include the geolocation and address in the information below. So you can go ahead and go get your own picture out here. Maybe hold up your own Twin Peaks sign, or I don't know, drink milk.
Good morning, class. Cookeology. The study of good taste. In fact, the taste that stands the test.
Yes.
The test where new Coke takes on Pepsi, i.e.
That's as in?
The new Coke Pop Quiz. Cokeologist dismissed. All others pay attention.
When Coke did take on Pepsi in nationwide tests, more people chose Coke over Pepsi. Prove it to yourself. You'll see why more people are choosing the taste of Coke. Catch the wave. Coke.